Okay. 3, 2, 1. So I started watching this video and it cracked me up, and I thought, in the spirit of things, I would record my reaction. I have no idea how this would turn out. The same way, I'm sure when you set out on this journey, Paddy, you had no idea how it was going to turn out. But hopefully, it was. You can already see my appreciation. So I have watched the first couple of minutes. So to some extent, my reaction would be first time, but basically everything after Luffy, or halfway through Luffy, all fresh, all for reaction, all real. So let's get on with this.
I've been asking Jacob, Mark, and Soof a few questions about One Piece, and then I learnt to edit a video. It took longer than I thought it would, and you can tell I was learning as I went due to the varying quality of the video.
You commit.
Anyway, I asked all three of them what they knew about One Piece, and they all vaguely said pirates. So to get us started, I gave them a quick rundown on the world of One Piece, a brief overview of the series' legacy, the Grand Line, and Devil Fruits. I let them know about the time skip, to explain why they'd be seeing double. I also said that power sets in One Piece came in 3 forms: extraordinary human strength, fanciful technology, or in the form of devil fruits. Mark would then go on to call these berries, no matter how many times I tried to correct him. For each character, I tried to get them to give me a name, their role, and their dream, along with any other additional information to pad out the character. After they had their go, I introduced them properly, but I've cut this to keep me sane and the video shorter. I also gave them the additional task of naming your favourite character and mine, and told them it would be worth more to them if they guessed as the character came up, instead of at the end. Here are the results of those questions.
I love the, including the webcam. It's a nice touch. Jake's face.
It's like hash ketchup.
Yeah, it's an odd scene to throw in, right? Luffy scene.
Clearly,
second
this man can move
such an
very
epic
quickly
scene,
and mostly just punch.
Don't even know what's going on.
Really do much.
It's just
pretty strong.
He's just smashed a fucking
skinny bloke,
40
probably
foot,
skinny mini
40-foot panther.
Probably
It's like what?
What's his person's name? Like straight up.
John. John looks like an alpha male, so possibly some sort of captain or leader.
My dad's called John.
This guy
He's definitely an alpha
like
you got captain. That's
is the whipping boy.
Whipping boy.
The whipping boy. He just does what everyone else tells him to do. He probably ends up in some pretty shit situations because of that.
He does get into shit situations. So.
He's a bit of a utility man, and you sort of make him
utility man. Can you imagine that?
Definitely got some Mr.
Captain
Fantastic
John,
skills going on.
Whipping
With
boy, utility man.
He's
Mr. Fantasy. He's got the rubber. He's got the rubber.
Don't know why he's fighting a tiger.
You want to
clearly,
guess what
clearly
his,
a panther,
like,
not a tiger.
Fights and stuff?
Well, it looks like he extends his arm and just destroys the shit out of big cats.
Observe that stretching of an arm is not normal.
Yeah, just big cats.
He doesn't like cats.
Right, yeah. He's
yeah.
Just for doing whatever the crew want to do. And for destroying big cats.
Yep.
He ever does.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cat killing.
Because I imagine there's just like loads of big cats in this world. Cats can swim, right? So it's fine.
Yeah. Doesn't like floors either because he's punching the floor quite hard there as well.
Right.
Still image.
So big hatred of cats and floors.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you hate cats and floors. That's why you would go out to sea.
Stuff going.
Yeah, he's got some Mr. Fantastic. He ate the Mr. Fantastic.
Suits to recognise the
okay.
Mr. Fantastic Devil Fruit. I love that. Yep, Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, mostly in the face. Knocked out their teeth. That and That and clearly does some form of yoga.
Oh.
So
Which is what he's doing in the bottom one.
I do love the text being added. It's a lovely.
possibly.
Do you want to have a guess at what his great dream in life might be, or anything like that?
To be a dog.
He wants to be a dog.
I think his dream is to become a little bit taller.
Oh, a little bit taller. If he's got short man syndrome.
In reality, that isn't going to happen. He's grown as much as he can. Sad for him.
Want to pick up on anything to do with his appearance, or what his
Yeah, it looks like on the right side, he's got a little thing in his chest. So I guess that's where he's had some sort of stabbed or shot.
God, Soof's just observing everything, isn't he? Damn, man. Fucking.
Right.
That might be the link to his
Hell yeah.
powers.
Okay.
Soof, I'm impressed.
Or it could have been a cat. That got
Picked up captain, picked up utility. Always back to the cat, of course. You read it.
I'm not
Picking
really
up
sure what's
all.
on its chest. It looks like it got blown up at some point.
Oh, okay. So Mark's also picked up on.
But he becomes a lot happier, and that's always good.
I mean, Luffy doesn't age, so it's hard to tell which image is
Oh yeah.
later.
This would be my kind of guy.
Soof, yeah.
Obviously, Jax as fuck.
Soof's kind of guy. Yeah.
This guy just looks way more badass.
Right.
Maybe he should be the captain.
Who is this?
Oh,
This is clearly
that was well observant, chicken. Oh, he smashed it.
Man. He spelled J.
Mark's got it.
Obviously. He only fights with
Jim Man.
his hands, and then when he's using, he uses his sword then to do spooky.
Oh,
Wait, so when did he use his
Basically, just to mold himself if he's losing.
Oh, okay. And why is he
That's why
carrying
his
three?
scar on his chest. Oh, because he does one won't do it. He needs multiple.
What won't do it? Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Because obviously his muscles are so strong from working out all the time that you have to put one in, put another in, gouge it open, put a third one in.
Right.
Well, this guy is clearly
sword
some
isn't
kind of
enough to kill him.
3 samurais in one, by the looks of it.
Triple samurai, yeah.
He just bulks up every morning. He just gets up and he's just like, right, I need to lift.
That's pretty impressive hand press there.
Yeah.
I like his sword collection as well. He's definitely some sort of samurai dude.
Samurai, yeah.
Small skills. He obviously works out a lot.
Definitely has skills.
I think he's an intense motherfucker. I think his name is Mitsurugi.
Mitsurugi.
Japanese like that.
I feel like he's
I
probably
like it.
fairly
Isn't
in charge.
that a car name?
I'm going to say
Mitsubishi, I don't.
the I don't remember any of the different names. I think it's probably the armourer. Let's go for armourer.
The armor.
Okay.
Okay, you're putting it wrong.
Right. And so any swords that aren't being used by him to kill himself, he gives to other people.
Yeah.
This guy's job is to... Well, he's probably... Actually, now I think about it, this guy is probably the one... He's so into trying to bulk himself up. He's clearly the one that's actually the one that gets all the shit jobs. He's like, oh yeah, Dave, you need to go out and just sort and just you need to. You hear that really terrifying sound?
Really,
Dave,
real instills fear.
So his name's Dave.
Yeah.
Dave. I'm gonna be.
And he
World's
basically
greatest
just
son.
does whatever the crew
Dave,
wants.
the whipping boy.
Yeah, this is
Second
the last
whipping
time I'll
boy.
say that, but this guy is the guy.
Sure it
that
is.
does-
Yeah,
this is the one that does
This is the
everything.
whipping boy.
everyone
No,
tells him
that's
to do.
fair.
I think he's like the tank person.
Cool.
Person they call up
Person.
for backup if they're struggling. If they're in a fight and doesn't want to take any sort of real responsibility, they'll come along and smash everything up when he wants. Kind of like his own boss, but
Definitely
happy
is his
to-
own boss. Definitely.
can't be to take a
Very
back seat
observant.
because he can't be bothered to lead others.
To some extent, yeah.
He just keeps on telling himself how shit he is. Like, I'm still far too weak. That's what he keeps on saying.
To be fair, that's very observant. Jack
So,
definitely does. He's never
yeah.
strong enough.
He
I mean,
basically just needs to get
I only
and
just
find
realised to
himself
just say
a
I'm
good,
still far too weak. So it's a
psychotherapist.
very
Right.
Some
less
counsellor to
observant.
help him out.
it's some.
But otherwise,
Right.
most of it works out.
Probably he just gets out there and grabs himself a massive ship and he just like start carrying that around until he's a bit knackered, and then he gets his swords, gets out there. And well, I'm guessing if he's part of the crew, he's pretty livid that this other guy has a straw hat. Like he's like, what the fuck, straw? This straw guy is just my captain, and I'm just like, I'm here just working way harder, and somehow I'm not the captain.
Do you want to take a guess at any of his like personality traits or anything he likes to do?
I think he quite likes just like bullying other people on the ship and making fun of them, and creating camaraderie rather than bullying. Bullying's a bit harsh for him.
Yeah, he's a maybe.
But I think he's also willing to make.
He is often thrown a bit of
generally he's a fun guy.
Generally fun guy. Okay.
Dave.
He's got 3 swords.
Jim generally fun guy.
He's just 3 samurai.
Fights for fans.
Well, yeah, he is a triple samurai as well. Like it's really sad, to be honest. He clearly was like doing very well and then at some point, and then he's just spiraled into depression, hasn't he?
Okay.
What he does is he's got like good samurai skills, but he's also got powers where he can make his swords like float around him, and then he can shoot them at people and then bring them back.
Okay.
Or he just picks up a massive weight and throws at them.
All right, but how would he have made the swords float around him then? How would he have done that?
Could have had a devil. What was it called? A devil plant.
Yeah.
Could have had
Devil
that.
fruit,
Gives
yeah.
him some
Devil plant.
powers as well as the strength.
Devil vegetable.
Okay, it would be like the float fruit or something, or
Yeah, like the float fruit or the power fruit could be something like
power
that.
fruit.
Right, yeah.
Some,
I mean, I'll show you. This is how he uses the swords.
Whoa. You can even use his mouth.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't really add up to what you were saying.
I mean, it's not completely different.
like,
Sword style murder.
Right.
it's just
I mean, it
making
looks a
himself
bit like
really
one might
more.
be coming out with his dick.
I mean,
I
none
think
of them
that's
are coming out
behind
yet.
him. I think.
Do you want to take a stab at what his dream might be?
To be able to wield a 4th sword.
What the fourth sword?
Yeah, his dream in that.
4 sword guy.
Well,
There's a
I
4
guess,
sword draft. Matt would love it.
I guess with those those sort of headstands that he's doing. Can he be able to do a headstand but with a jump and then a clap and then back down again without falling?
And that's just
I
his
reckon he
dream.
can do that already.
That's
That's
what
his
he's
dream.
training for, yeah.
Okay.
That's his all-time goal.
So close.
Not feel
So
the need
close.
to keep working out one day to feel like he's achieved his gym goals.
Okay.
Mine's
That's
probably
Jim
the
Man.
closest there.
But
That's,
would he? So once
that's
he's
not
achieved
bad.
all his gym goals,
I mean,
what would Jim Man?
Jim
He
does.
just kill himself then.
I feel sorry for the guy.
You quite like his
Kill
green hair,
himself.
though.
Yeah.
Why does?
I think that's on point.
What's going on here? Who's this?
Oh, we got some Usopp.
This is Catapult guy. What the heck's this say here? Dead or alive? Soj King.
Soj King.
30 million berries, right? Berries.
Right.
Okay. So,
Oh, berries.
what is going on here?
I'm still
To be honest, is this 2 people?
Right, is this 2 or is this 1 or is this someone after he crossed the continent that he's changed or is this one guy?
Same guy. So the left and the right would be him pre and post time skip.
Alright.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you just
not
change
even
that. It's
sure
hard
looking
to.
at right now.
I mean, the nose is
Tell me,
clearly the same.
I mean,
person.
clearly it's basically Jake.
It's an unusual
with some
scene
kind
to
of
show.
slingshot man. Although he has a massive nose.
He does have a massive. nose.
Right, so this guy's name is Curly.
Curly.
So I'm pretty sure that this guy's name is Cheeky Chomps. Because his jaw opens so wide and he's just so full of having a great
Jaw
time
man,
all
cheeky
the time,
chomps.
messing around.
So I
Curly
guess this
cheeky
guy is
chops
going to be
catapult
some
guy.
sort of like
Using his massive jaw.
what is quiet? What's a quiet animal? Maybe he's like Puma. Maybe this guy's the Puma.
And he's a little
The
bit
female.
more of a all over the place kind of guy. He doesn't follow any sort of structure.
What happened to Cap?
Does what he wants.
Bleh.
I feel like he's pretty manic.
Does what he
so
wants.
on one hand,
Does what he
he's
wants.
really happy and
It's absolutely
fun, and
manic.
then
Does
he
what he
switch
wants.
immediately and he starts going ape shit, fucking everyone up.
Maybe
You
not
wouldn't
ape
expect
shit.
it more of him
Kind of
'cause he
shits
looks like a
himself.
Goofy kind of guy.
But he's
There's a picture here
Sooth
where it
may have
looks
some
like
good observer skills.
him with himself. So maybe he's just able to just like
So you-
replicate
oh,
himself.
Wait, so you think that his powers involve him like replicating himself, and he had a devil fruit then?
Well, yeah, you said that it's possible for it to be magical when he eats the devil fruit. So, yeah, why not? I think that could easily be what happens. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this guy without any weapon is going to do.
I can't actually remember if it's a clone fruit. It must be a clone fruit.
Clearly, he likes slapping people in the face.
Maybe it
He
is.
fights with a slingshot that's normally not seen as
Slingshot.
like a good weapon, so people wouldn't really be worried
Hey.
about him until he starts losing his shit.
Those
And they're
those
like, oh no,
Amazonians.
let's get away from this guy. And then he changed up his style later on. He had enough of his slingshot. He started going and just fisting everyone.
Giving them nose beats.
That's his-
So I find it particularly,
That's-
and I think his nickname might be Nosy.
the Sanji clip
Nosy.
screen. Nosy.
Yeah.
So his name's
The
Nosy
Puma
Cheeky
Kelly
Chops.
Chucky Chops. Nosy.
His combat style is face slapping.
Of course. face slap.
He looks like half of him's dressed for the Caribbean and the other half is dressed for Russian Siberia.
I think he doesn't really have a big role on the ship. He just does what he's told, pretty much.
I'm guessing this
Doesn't
guy's
look very
role is
Just gotta do
somewhat
what he's told.
of
Is he going to be the
a-
whipping boy? Whipping boy.
Probably it's either like kind of like
Whipping boy.
sniper role as
Oh!
far as a sniper
Oh,
role could be in
Jake.
such a time.
Jake
think
on point.
He keeps a lookout.
Jake on point and the
Look out.
sniper. Look
Okay.
out.
Which is
Yeah,
why he's
yeah.
also got a
Oh,
slingshot
Mark.
for when he's up there and he can't get down.
I reckon his dreams are to just be able to chill out a bit more, just live a chilled life, not have to go through all the stress that he has to go through.
He'll wear his
Kinda do
goggles
complete
over his
opposite.
eyes one day.
You do want this to chilled life
And you don't have anything
June
else
wants
to
to
say
live an
about
exciting life.
about
because he's scared.
I'm sure there's
shit.
anything else you could say about this particular gentleman.
Right.
Sanji.
Interesting.
Right, this guy's
Will they
another.
recognise the
In
the
fact,
valve is
he could be. He could even be a rival.
Ooh.
Could be on a rival ship, a rival crew, because there can't be
Have
two
a rival
captains, and he
crews.
looks like a
I
captain,
guess Smoker's a
or at
rival.
least a high-ranking guy on this
And
ship.
I'm thinking Kobe.
This
Kobe's
is
kind
clearly
of
the
Kobe.
ladies'
Kobe.
man. And also the
Yeah,
sleep
ladies.
of the cabin. I particularly enjoy that he basically just looks like anyone on Whitehall at the end of a Friday. You know, he's got his collar open, very relaxed. You know, game over.
I'm gonna
Will
say
they
his name's
recognise the
Sean.
Kelly Abraham?
Sean.
Sean. Sanji Sean's not
I
bad.
think his
Got the
name
S.
is Jerry Stewart.
I could see him being a
He's
Sean.
like sort of almost a second in command, I'd say.
This guy is the businessman.
Can't
Be
he
a bit of a
do it?
businessman and a bit of a ladies'
Businessman.
man and raise money.
Definitely isn't that.
He's the core pirate. Yeah, exactly. So he, you know, whenever they've like actually need to be a bit serious, they're like, oh, we've been doing way too much fighting and all
If I'm
this.
yawning now, it's not.
And the producers are like, oh, we need to put some real life,
because I was up very
something
early.
real life into this comic, and they're like, okay, so let's bring out the core pirates and let's discuss the economy. Or maybe he's a lawyer as well. Maybe he's both.
He's got quite a suave
Objection!
style.
He's quite a suave fella that they can just depend on to make sure that, you know, when they're
Fighting pirates
making
below.
their millions, it's not getting spent in the wrong places, and they don't get to the end of the month, and the government's knocking on the door like, "Where's our taxes?"
Clearly, he likes stomping on his enemy, going, you know what? I look better than you, cooler than you. You basically suck.
So I'd say his fighting style is more sort of like just using his hands, kicking, punching, stuff.
Okay,
Pretty trendy.
kicking. Punching,
Sell some kung fu moves, that sort of
Doesn't
thing.
touch anyone with
He's
his
pretty
fists.
arrogant, but he also has a special power, which is
Fists.
to make fire appear in
holy.
circles around him.
Cook's fists
And
always
then
holy.
kick people isn't really long shoes.
He just
Fire and kick.
freezes
Fire and
their
kicking is
accounts
actually on point.
when they have to
There's
leave
a
because they're like, shit,
there's
I haven't got
a-
any money now.
on
I think it's
point.
probably devil fruit. He looks
Diablo
like the sort of
Jambler.
person who would eat the fruit.
Right.
Ooh.
I think he hasn't had a devil fruit either. He doesn't.
Oh, Soof getting
He
it
feels
right.
like he has to wait till he finds the right one that works for him, and he has.
He does. He wants to be the invisible
The
man.
devil fruit
Yes.
doesn't actually do the fire. He just does kicking.
Why is
He
it
just
super
kicking.
preferred?
Do you want-
Yeah.
So has he got like the fire fruit? Is that what you're
I
going
think he's got the fireberry.
to okay,
Fireberry.
fireberry.
Well, I mean, clearly,
I think-
unless
I think-
he's just gone rogue on this top gif here, hasn't he? He's like,
Oh, Soof.
fuck
Fair
the
dies,
banks,
Soof.
I'm just gonna go and kick the shit out of this guy. Literally, he's just like vaults over himself and kicks the guy, and apparently
Just like kicking the shit out of people who disrespect
turns him into some kind
all the
of.
ladies.
I don't know. Maybe that person he's kicking is actually really glowing. I thought he'd like turned him into a war pole or something when I first saw it.
I think in terms of his dreams, he's someone who wants to get to the very top of everything. He wants to
brilliant.
rule wherever he can.
To settle down with a beautiful woman, but the problem is he just keeps cheating on her.
He does. Want
Okay.
to settle
So
down
he
with
can't
a
possibly.
beautiful- But he wants all the
it's
move.
impossible.
Clearly, the
Yeah.
ladies love him.
Mark
Actually,
knows
yeah.
the.
Second picture, he's fallen in love with a piece of land that he saw, and he's like, "Oh shit, I want that land."
Do you feel like you
Lad.
need to explain this
He'll
character
always Soof
properly
going
to
gay.
No. But
Alright, I reckon this could be Andy's
Yes.
favourite right here. Because he,
making the claim.
I'm making
I
the
see where you
claim.
go with Soof.
the
I see
woman
where you're
with the
going
tits
with
out,
Soof.
he loves it. That's his fave.
Soof.
Right there.
Disappointed, Soof.
So I mean, it's clear why this particular character is included. She's actually called Misty from Pokemon.
wow, isn't this Misty from Pokemon?
Her name's Tiara. To go with the goofy appearance, but she's also
Oh.
sexy as fuck without trying.
Yeah, she is sexy. as
She
fuck.
has some kind of weird berry
Clear
power
fan service,
that involves a stick. Actually, no, I think it's I think it's using some fancy ass technology
Yeah.
in her stick.
Yeah.
She made herself.
Don't know. She looks a bit magical, doesn't she?
She likes to fight with a little bamboo stick.
With this staff she's got waving around here.
Yeah.
She's just creating a load of thunder and lightning.
So she twirls it around shit, and she could do like high kicks and stuff with it. But deep down, she doesn't like fighting. She's a lover, not a fighter.
Love of
She's gonna,
money.
I mean that could be quite
Quite
dangerous on
observant
a
there, too.
land on a planet where there's basically very little land anyway. Looks like she's just gonna the sea levels are gonna rise with that much storms.
But I mean, the main thing is that she takes people down with some weird electricity shit.
She's also a bit of a gold digger, so
Oh,
there's,
gold digger.
lots of good guys that are after her, but she can't see that, and she just wants the guy with the money. So
Yep.
she chases that down all the time.
Very observant.
This straw hat guy's ex or something. But she's not going away. Maybe she's got like some kind of contract. They've got contracts when they split.
Don't know what
That
James
she gets
did with
50% of the
Oh.
ship and the crew, and she just is making sure that she gets her 50%
One Piece
share.
romance, divorce
And
drama.
that's why. But then sometimes Straw Hat is clearly just not happy about it. Or maybe he's just like unhappy that they split up. Maybe it was her decision because he's like wrapped right around there, isn't he?
And her dream is money, but she also sort of like it's a bit of a love-hate relationship with the captain. Like they're a bit of a will they,
Yeah,
won't
I
they?
would
It
say
could happen.
Simp
might
Queen,
not.
have they just seen that?
He infuriates
Love-hate,
her.
a
She
little bit.
probably infuriates him sometimes.
Most definitely.
She's
Infuriating
entitled to that ship
indeed.
as much as he is. You know,
He's still on there.
This was what the court said.
I think
Kids
she doesn't have
program
any
on the
sort of
topic of
significant
doubles.
role on the ship,
Yes.
other than being a bit of eye candy and maybe a bit
Oh,
of relations
Oh.
with the captain. Because you've captain.
brutal.
I'd be allowed.
Yeah, completely undervalued.
I don't know. Is she the person who directs the ship? I can't remember what it's called anymore, the navigator.
Well,
Yeah, smart.
it's their money, you know. Like, I don't know what
Soup
the
just
laws
being
are
brutal.
in this world, but
I wonder if you follow this
you
with
know,
Robin.
I'm
And
guessing
he'll be like, oh,
like,
there's
they
two hoes.
most the laws that we are used to anyway. Like people when they're in a marriage, they kind of joint own a lot of things, and then when you split up, you have to decide how it's split. How it's
Just
split, or
nailing
the court
this.
has to decide. The court says 50-50 here.
Maybe
and the
Jacob will be
pirates are, of
Sanji
course,
as the
following
lawyer
the
man.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Jacob regretting everything he said.
Very long legs.
It looks like she wants to be very, very rich.
Doesn't DJ?
Alright, I reckon this guy's your favourite.
Yeah.
This is some
Sue just
kind
knows it.
of like this is like Moose Boy, isn't it?
This boy.
Oh, he's got
Moose
Will any
Boy.
of them say
What's
raccoon?
this?
That's it.
Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon.
I mean, I think it's a deer,
I wonder if it was slightly.
but it also, you know, eats a berry and
Pokemon
turns
inspired.
into an actual
Wouldn't
deer
it
and beats
surprise me
the
overstole that?
It's somehow got a six pack. I'm
Stop.
not really sure what's going on
Inspired.
there. Pretty sure it starts off a deer, but then it's like sort of turning into a man. I'm pretty sure this is magic.
Because he's basically like a little reindeer guy that
No, they both got reindeer. No
can
raccoon.
like transform into whatever he wants within reason.
Within
Before he
reason.
eats his
Within
fruit,
reason.
He was just a pretty chubby kid. Although that would make him a goat if he was a kid.
Yeah, he had a devil
Fucking
fruit
goat.
of some kind.
I'm
Goat
gonna say
gone
it's
reindeer
technology.
human.
And now he's turned into
Ooh.
some kind of like
Technology.
you know like speed monster moose, speedy monster moose demon thing.
Moose. You
So,
got
right,
that
so
moose.
he's an animal.
Red
What
reindeer,
animal
red
have he
reindeer.
eaten then?
I mean, he's definitely a deer or a moose.
Definitely
Maybe he's a
deer.
moose. It's hard to know.
Moose.
But he's also a bit of a bear.
So he's basically it might be some sort of he wasn't always a reindeer, he used to be a person, or vice versa. But then he got
I
transformed.
mean, that would be probably the way
They
you'd
managed to
think
find
humans
technology
are a deer, not the other way around.
helped him transform back temporarily.
So you think he ate the moose fruit?
Sure.
I think Souf's
The
not
bear
bad with that.
fruit?
That could be potential.
Nah, moose bear fruit.
The
Moose
moose
bear.
the deer fruit?
Yeah, both. All
All
of
of
You
them.
can
Yeah.
only eat one.
Fruit.
You can only eat one.
The mammalian berry.
The
The
demon,
mammalian
the demon
bear.
fruit.
What?
Demon fruit. Okay.
Demon fruit.
So he ate the devil fruit called the demon fruit, and it gives him demon powers.
Bit of a
Okay.
Yeah, if
I
he's
don't-
a
yeah.
demon.
Right. Okay. I mean, that seems to make a lot of sense. Actually, now you say it back.
But he also is, when he's not fighting, he's also quite funny. And I reckon he's quite a goofy guy that's
He's very
more of a
goofy.
little sidekick rather than any sort
Definitely.
of prominent role. But
He's
can take more of a prominent role when he needs to. So for example, if
any of
he's
them
in a big
think he's a
fight, he can
doctor?
turn
No
into a big
chance.
beast and fucking
no
blow
one's
up.
gonna know he's a doctor.
So he's someone else often gets underestimated based on the way he acts, because he's normally a bit of a joker, not taken too
Yeah.
seriously.
God, Souf's really good at this.
And I think he's
Nails
generally,
it.
you know, a pretty happy guy until you make him angry. And then, you know, then he
Very
really is
observant.
angry and basically just kills you.
So yeah, he's obviously just
I mean,
he's
Monster
really
Chopper
matured
will
basically.
actually destroy
You
him.
know, he's gone. Everyone, he was
Pretty
most
sure he's the
likely
youngest.
to
Youngest
to be
is the kid of
most
the...
likely to amount to nothing. Most likely to be
Oh,
chubby all of his life at school, and now
brutal,
now
Jay.
he's the one that everyone's afraid of.
He's very
Afraid of, kind of.
I mean, look, he's
No, he actually
clearly-
got that, hasn't he?
he's good
His,
friends here with.
His backstory is not too far off.
I'm pretty sure they went to an
He used and
island
kicked out.
and, you know, he didn't
Lone
really get
warrior.
on with the other deer people.
Oh,
So
oh, Mark!
he just left with them when they left.
Basically,
Oh.
make sure the crew's in line.
Oh, Mark nailing the
I guess-
backstory.
That would make him some kind of first mate if they have the same setup that
using
we're
it.
used to on ships.
Cabin boy?
I'll have a copy.
He's not
There's a
like, he's
book
not like a cabin boy or anything. He's more bit of entertainment. That's what he is.
It's complicated, but
He sings a rent boy.
I'm reacting to my birthday present
Yeah.
from Paddy. It's complicated.
Well, I guess his dream was to just not be that kid.
I knew that was going to happen.
And now he's this demon. What did I even call him? Moose. Demon moose.
Demon moose.
Now he's a demon moose. He's just planning to settle down, isn't he?
To be a real boy.
And I think his dream is just to be happy.
And he keeps a lot of power underneath his hat, which is why it has an X marked spot on it.
What's going on?
What was Sue saying to this?
So this is Fleur.
What's going on with this one?
Right. Name?
I like it. Getting a bit of a French feel to it.
Name. Jesse.
Jesse.
I'm just making up names from Pokemon, aren't I?
I reckon this lady's some sort of villain.
Which was the one?
I don't think she's part of the crew, or if she was previously part of the crew, she turned on the crew quite early on with her own agendas, and she used the crew.
Oh no, I guess she did. She kind of in effect.
To like get what she wanted, so to take her to places where she wanted to go. They knew because if they had a good navigator, they'd know where to go, whereas she didn't. So like sacred places.
Paddy asked Mark and Jacob about
okay,
what
so.
And he's just recorded their reactions.
What the heck is happening?
Name is Carla.
She has wings, which is a bit unusual.
I mean, look, it looks like she's able to just summon up wings. So I'm guessing that her fighting style is some kind of like aerial combatant. And she just, whenever they need some aerial support, she's just there to help out.
I'm pretty sure she mostly fights by fooling people and then kicking them in the nuts. No, she like taps on the shoulder, they turn around, she kicks them in the nuts.
That is not
And
too far off, Mark. Not too far
yeah,
off.
I think she may have had a devil fruit as well. That's why she gets big angel wings. She ate the angel fruit.
Yeah, the wing fruit.
The wing
I
fruit.
think the devil fruit is probably the albatross fruit.
Yeah, it's just absolutely.
The angel devil fruit.
Angel devil. Motivation man, get it?
Which kind of coincides
motivation
with,
man. He seems to be nailing it. Seems to be getting quite a few like.
She doesn't know whether she's good or bad.
She
has remorse for
she
the
is
bad things
conflicted.
that
She
done.
is conflicted.
She does do good here and there, but
Oh my
yeah,
god.
she's a bit of a black and white.
How's he nailed these?
I
God.
think she's probably pretty chatty,
Just.
doesn't take no shit, but then is also, basically stays quite quiet.
Yeah, I reckon she's pretty crafty, she's pretty sneaky, she's got her own
very
agendas,
crafty,
she wants to get
sneaky.
to the top.
Slightly on. Yeah, she does earlier.
But she does have a bit of a soft side that doesn't come out, but you've got to break it out now and
I am
then.
very impressed.
I think she basically tells them how it is, when she has to, but otherwise doesn't really say anything.
So she's
quite
like a Lara Croft type, and she's the key
She
to
is
this
a Lara Croft type.
because she's a runologist.
Runologist.
obviously
not
this
too
piece of
far
treasure
off.
is very
Kids, yeah.
important.
And
And
Jacob
so
nailing
whoever
the
hid it
main
is
story
gonna
of
hide
One
behind
Piece.
some pretty difficult clues. So she's the one that's going to figure this out.
The lookout. She's the lookout.
Even though Usopp is also the lookout.
Yeah, two lookouts.
To look at.
I mean, sometimes, you've got to have one who can go higher with her wings to find where the land is.
She's a runologist, but she's, as I say, her combat style is that she's
I'm
aerial
actually very
support.
impressed, Jake, with her runologist.
I think she's also the translator. So I think when they meet people who can't speak
Translator?
the normal language, she translates.
There's a bit of translating of runes.
On a day-to-day, she is basically Lara Croft.
Yeah.
She's just, she's learning how to read all of the different
I wonder if
runes
she was Lara Croft
in
in
this
Survive,
world.
actually. I wouldn't be too
And
surprised.
she actually is basically an adventurer.
I don't know when Lara Croft came out.
who
Nicaragua
is
was
trying to
introduced.
find civilization's jewels.
Hmm?
I think that's also how the whole pirate
she meant to be
stays
Russian?
afloat. She's actually just fun.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I
wonder if it's like, was it Scarlett Johansson thingy? Widow.
I think she would have stayed with the crew.
Getting some side commentary from William.
Basically, what's happened is she needed to use the crew because of their navigator, and she wanted to go to a specific place to find out knowledge that she wanted.
William, you did it again.
So the navigator, so she was basically using the crew for their navigator. When she got to that,
you haven't put too much milk in this, that's all right.
She betrayed. She feels bad about it.
I guess she just wants to be able to read every
but it sounded like it was all
language. Actually, you know, she's out there trying to find all the languages that are missing in the world, and she wants to be able to read them all.
I think to break free and to find some really, really badass, amazing ruins in which there's a massive golden monkey.
Okay, golden monkey. Oh, Frankie's going to be fine.
I think we got another tank character here who's...
Yeah, I guess he's a bit of a tank.
I reckon his powers aren't... I reckon his powers are technology-based, not...
Yeah.
Devil-fruit-based. His name's Jax.
Jax. Not a bad name.
What are we looking at?
A super. I wonder if this would be Mark's favourite character.
Johnny Forearm.
So this
Johnny
guy appears to be some kind of bodybuilder who ate the. I don't know what it would have been called exactly, like the metal fruit or the metronic fruit, and now he's turned into some kind of
wonder if that is
kind of half
man,
half robot.
Metal, isn't it? Steel.
So he has the normal human power of being able to grab stuff, but he can grab air. No, I think it's probably technology, isn't it?
Beefy.
Yeah, at some point. Beefy.
He made that hairdo himself as well.
Oh, he does.
I think his hair is probably better originally than it is now.
He's also pretty jacked, but he's been skipping leg day.
I do agree.
Working out
with the hair.
because he's got to keep up his body strength.
I think it's really weird that he's got leg hair below his knees, but he's got no other hair.
You know what?
I mean, that is weird. Yep, you're right.
That is weird. It definitely is weird. Yeah.
Weird.
And now he's like a robot. He can.
I've never really noticed that. I knew he had hairy legs. I just didn't realise
also
that he
someone
just below his
decided to
feet.
cut him up and figure out how he worked, which was probably the weird reindeer. So now he's a bit less effective, and now he just punches.
Air goes through his skin into his hands. He just absorbs the air, and then he just uses like air cannons to just destroy shit.
And he does.
Pretty sure he blows a lot of air into his arms and then fires that out, and that's his
That
weapon.
is what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How
they are
he
just
does
describing
that,
the gift.
I'm not really sure.
To be fair,
I think
I'll
he's
give him
more like
credit
sort
if
of a
it just
maintenance
describes
guy, because guessing he's
Ooh.
managed to do lots
Sue.
of technology on his arms.
Maintenance shipbuilding's not too far off. Oh, you did nail it.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably the
Sue,
closest.
you're a One Piece fan, just admit it. You've watched this.
Well, yeah, he does like a lot of engineering stuff.
You've just
to make it
smashed.
more fancy.
You're on episode 566.
Loading the cannon.
Cannon loading. So the powder monkey.
You're loving it.
He's a powder monkey.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He can also break shit as well.
Because his dream was to be the strongest fella on Earth. Well, on this planet.
His dream is to make the ultimate weapon.
Oh, what's your Sue with his third eye shit? No.
What's going on here?
Oh, bro.
This is Slash. It's like skeleton Slash.
Yeah, that's probably to it. That is probably not bad.
This is Skulltula.
Skulltula.
So this is Zobo.
And he's a jazzy guy.
Zobo.
He's into his art, culture, stuff.
Yep.
Does a lot of dancing, does a lot of music.
Yeah,
I think
he's
mostly just a bit nuts, to be honest.
He is absolutely fucking crazy.
Died anyway.
I mean, being dead on a ship for 50 years will make you go a bit mad. Yeah,
but,
you're probably right there, man.
He suggests stuff. He comes up with ideas. Everyone needs an ideas, man.
Quite charismatic, despite his appearance.
Yeah, spews out stuff.
Charismatic.
Mostly quite dark.
Always wants to look at your panties. Yeah.
Okay.
Because, he's dead.
Yeah, he
gets
just
more
loves his
girls than
death
you'd
jokes.
expect.
He gets no
This
girls,
is
but
the
He tries.
onboard entertainment.
yes,
Um,
definitely on board.
I think his role on the ship is more of sort of the. He's just an entertainer person on the ship, so he
Entertainment. It's not far off.
plays the
Musician.
music like a bard
What?
kind of.
Entertainer who plays music
Undertaker.
is a musician.
He
so
is the
I think-
Undertaker.
Yeah, he's Undertaker.
They
Okay.
die all the time.
Hey, man.
He had to,
Well-
you know, he had to pay his dues, as do all entertainers. So he's had to do quite a lot. He's had to do mime, and he's had to play violins.
Is Jacob
I
suggesting
think
he's
he
had to
ate
entertain
devil's
so much
fruit,
that now
and
he's a
that's why he ended up
skeleton?
looking like that.
Yeah, so fair point.
Not the
This-
death fruit, because then he'd be
Oh,
dead.
you so close, Sue. You were so close.
The
You had it.
it could be something abstract and dumb like the body fruit.
Paddy, I'm calling it.
Then he lost his
Super
body.
watches it.
He ate the
doesn't
body
know.
fruit.
Body fruit. Oh,
Um,
it's not too fair. He's got the same idea.
Yeah, he's
He's
actually
got the right idea,
died
but he had
years
it.
ago, but he's a skeleton.
Oh, so if you just
So he sort of stayed alive as a
call
result.
it bullshit.
More
Died, but as a skeleton. Oh, Mark.
machine than man.
Why no?
Like I said,
You had
skull-
it.
He ate the skull.
Why did you bring up
skeleton
Frankie?
fruit.
If bone is a machine,
Bone is a machine.
then yes.
Okay.
Bones.
I
are the
reckon
mech
he might not
for
actually
our
be a
brains.
skeleton. He might be wearing.
Skeletons
like-
are mechs for our brains.
No, he's a skeleton. He's a skeleton.
But
Does he realise he's
no
dead?
longer alive. No,
You have some
has
necromancy.
no idea. It's quite
Some
tragic.
necromancy
Really.
style.
He
puppeteering
keeps
going
letting my
on.
children run away from him.
I mean,
So
maybe
dark.
he's just really, really old.
He
He's
ate the
pretty
flesh
old.
fruit,
Flesh fruit.
so he ate his flesh
Oh.
when he ate it. It gave him some powers.
Oh,
as
no,
well.
so if you nailed
His
it,
bones
and you just get
are
worse
being
and
held
worse
together,
and worse.
still
I don't
and
think it was
functioning
good then.
just as they would.
Ah.
So he's basically just decayed away over millennia.
I reckon he ate flesh fruit. I'm gonna go. He ate the flesh fruit.
So somebody's
Yeah, he's
taken
alright,
his
yeah, but-
skeleton and
Glued it back together.
I
Right.
glued it back together.
then
Pretty
put
s-
done what with it?
Oh,
And then
Mark,
now
you
he can
started
like,
so well,
just
Mark.
grow
You
the
started
bones.
so well.
So, for example, he can use his fingers like a weapon.
So
like
is it the
turning
same
into a
person from
sword.
when they were alive and when they were dead?
Yeah, they think so, but really they're not. He's
Okay.
had the same memories and thoughts put into his skull that he had when he was alive.
So what he can do is he can turn his
Come on,
body
Sid.
into weapons.
Okay.
So like I think he's turning his body into a sword out of bones, maybe.
So he fights by growing his bones?
he.
Yeah.
He can grow bones.
Do you want to
If we
explain
cut them
more
down.
about
Not really, no. I mean, mostly he does it through his walking stick, which is actually just one of his bones that he grew out and turned into a walking stick.
That is his
I can
dream
see
to
that.
be the best
Oh, that's a Naruto
guitarist
power
in
there.
this world.
Ooh.
To get his flesh
Yeah.
back,
it?
because he's not getting as many girls as he normally want, because he looks like a skeleton.
Definitely.
I
is
think
not
his
getting all the
dream
cows.
is to be in a band.
He made it.
Being a
got,
band.
he joined. He managed to join the crew.
So
Oh,
this guy's called
I won't be the final one, but I think I've missed a character.
Oro. It's called Oro.
Oro. Not a bad
A-U-R-O.
P. You're.
Um,
I was thinking,
right.
yeah.
Well,
He is
this
funny.
is some kind of. Well, it looks like he's got like a fierce punch.
Does have a fierce punch.
What we're looking at, Mark.
I'm pretty sure this is Fishman.
Fishman. He is a
who
fishman.
Mostly fish.
He
But
is.
He can also power
fish.
the waves, cause
He
tsunamis.
does do that,
And that's
yeah.
his
Fishman karate.
magical power, I think.
Oh,
Not bad,
Avatar.
Mark.
It's like Avatar,
Not
I guess. Like he's like a waterbender.
He fights by
He is kind of
firing water at
waterbender.
people. Is that
Yeah, sort of, and creating twisters, and using, basically drowning them.
definitely ate devil fruit. The water,
Ooh.
the ocean fruit. That's what he ate.
I wonder if
The
you'd mention
powers
it
to
if you told
manipulate
them
water.
that if you ate fruits you can't
I
swim.
don't think he's had a berry
Yeah.
because he's a fish.
I'm guessing he's some kind
Oh.
of martial arts guy. He possibly
You must have done.
trains people in the art of martial arts. Martial arts is linked to water somehow.
Yes.
And when he wants to fight and there isn't any water about, he just punches people in the face.
Yeah, he does that as well.
If he was a Pokemon, he'd be a water fighting
water.
type.
Yeah, I guess
that picture in the middle there is those two have just had a big fight. And it was quite an even fight with Rubberman.
They have both just had a fight, but not with each other.
So they were either fighting each other or they were fighting an enemy who was quite tough.
Yeah. God, Soup just nailed it. Like, just knows it.
He's a pretty chill
Picture says 1,000 words.
There's a lot.
He's
I think Soup is really good at just
moody
reading
fella.
emotion and depth into pictures.
Grumpy.
Very observant.
Wrestling. He likes watching it on the telly.
Impressive.
You know, he's a man for a good time.
He's dressed in his pajamas and his flip flops, and he just putters around when he's not out.
Uncomfortable flip flops.
Fighting.
His job on
I don't know what pajamas you wear, Jake.
is to
You sleeping samurai.
clean off the barnacles. You know, so it doesn't slow down.
Maybe they needed someone to manipulate
warrior
water.
of
Maybe
the sea,
this archaeologist
given the task of removing the barnacles
they needed
from
to
the
manipulate
ship.
some water to actually find the One
Can you
Piece.
imagine Jimbo
And so they
joining
went
the
up
crew finally
in search
and
of
waited
a
all along
waterbender.
and then been like, "You're gonna clean
He
the
doesn't look
barnacles."
like someone who'd want to be on the ship if he wasn't a captain.
Ooh,
I reckon he's.
I would kind of.
But I reckon he has so much power that he doesn't want to be given a position of leadership because he would just be overwhelmed by it.
No, has so much respect for the Luffy.
Dream,
He is captain material.
you know, go on land and be
Loyal.
accepted.
But I mean, his dream is obviously
nailing
to
the
be
fishman,
the ultimate
dream in
martial
general.
arts- martial
Just getting
arts
their
machine,
full arc, a full
to
plot
just
story in a
to
couple of
reach
words.
the pinnacle of this water martial arts that he's got going on.
I feel like he is at the pinnacle.
I think his
I'm not
dream
sure
is to
now.
use his powers responsibly
Definitely, yes, definitely.
because he's a good guy overall. He's not
He's a
someone
good
who's.
guy.
He's quite scared
Man-
of the amount of power that he
man of-
has.
Principles.
So yeah, he wants someone to keep him under control, and I think Rubberman helps him because he follows
Definitely.
Rubberman. Straw Hat.
Yeah.
Just
nailing
what
it.
a lovely note to end on. Please excuse some of the technical difficulties, such as the broken audio and video. Internet, you are a fickle friend. Oh, there's a small matter of the last few favourites.
Do you want to name my favourite character?
Although part of me wants to say it's Fishman. Can I go back through them?
Mine and Andy's favourites.
Soup nailed both. Soup
Can we scroll
nailed
through them again?
Yours. Mark
Usopp.
nailed 9.
Usopp.
Yeah,
Not,
we'll get
I mean, it's not, but it's
Yeah,
not
that
too
one.
far off, is it? Usopp's not too
Maybe
far off.
this guy with the long nose is. Oh wait, there's the moose. Oh, I don't know. I think the guy
Was
with
it-
the long nose might be your favorite character, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that, and then I think that the moose kid, I got his name, is Andy's favorite character.
Oh, no, Jake. You're
Poor
not too far.
Jacob. He was so close to getting mine
Yeah,
right. Guess I give off Usopp vibes. I'm gonna have to give the winter Soof on this. He hit home more often than I expected,
100% Soup.
or at least more often than Mark and Jacob.
I
Also,
think
did
Soup
you
nailed
notice
it.
he called the fishman Oro after calling the shipwright Jax, which comes so close to Tom and the Oro Jackson it kind of creeps me out. Jacob, a valiant second place. Slow to start, but some good insights there, such as Robin's importance to the crew.
Yeah, I think
Mark,
he probably took that with
I
yeah,
thank for his time. A picture or two in there, I expected to take them slightly off track, but not nearly as far as they went. Apparently, I did Nami a massive disservice, though I'm not sure that's all on me. I figured this was as close as we'd get to convincing people to watch One Piece. I hope you got a little enjoyment out of it.
Oh, mate, this is fucking great. This is fucking great. No, I think, I don't know. Definitely. Jacob with Nico Robin was like the biggest like plot, getting a nail on that plot, and then, but then he with his layer of Sanji Lungs story. Where was that? Yeah, no, I agree. I reckon Soof watches it. He was just playing it. He seems to know everything. That was great. I really enjoyed that, and hopefully this reaction will work out, and you maybe enjoyed my own. Ta-da! I'll do another clap for syncing. 1. Should we do 3, 2, 1.